Greets peeps! I'm back again already. Now, we were playing the Rush campaign, we were playing Muscovy campaign on hard as opposed to very hard, because I'm not good enough for very hard, I've decided. And we just finished a war, and then I gave away the war objective and we failed our mission. So, let's try that again. We're playing as Muscovy on hard. We've finished our war with Novgorod, and that music is insanely loud. I don't know how it seems to change on a whim. It hasn't. I don't recall turning the volume up, but just whenever it's recording it seems louder. It doesn't make sense. I'm using a headset, so there shouldn't be any sound looping back and giving me feedback kind of thing. Weird. I don't know. Who even knows these days, eh? Cool, so what were we doing? We were going to call back our guy from Beluzero. Oh, that hasn't actually finished yet. Okay. That's cool, so let's let that siege finish. In fact, let's turn down our main tenants. What was the thing? We turned that over to them. We keep that. We take those. Yeah. So we want that and that. And that. And that and that and that and that. Was how we did it last time. And then we did a humiliate. And we did a all your monies. Not all your monies actually. But a good chunk of all your monies. That's the one that we wanted. Oh, we can do that already, rather than waiting to siege down the whole place. They'll accept this one, and that's cool by us. Thank you ever so much. Everlasting victory. Now, this is what I was showing you before, and then accidentally closed the window, is this attrition window that we didn't get to see last time. Sorry, the battle window, the war window, that doesn't show unless you've got one of the DLCs enabled, and I can't remember what it is. I guess it must be... No, I really can't tell what it could be. I've done too much adding and removing, and I'm used to just having them all. But regardless, we can see that we lost 3,000 men in that entire war, but we lost almost 9,000 to, well, 3.5. We lost almost 9 to attrition. Let's have a look at our stats alone. We lost 1,200 men in battle. The only battle that we had was when we were besieging Novgorod, and then Novgorod came to to try and stop our armies from besieging their capital. We lost 1,000 men there, but we did lose 3 times, almost 4 times as many. It is 4 times as many, just walking around and sieging things. When you're sieging, you take 1% siege damage. When you're over the supply limit, you take normal attrition damage, and so that's why attrition is such a killer, and why we're going to look to go for defensive at some point to reduce the amount of beatings we take. 1446 was considered a particularly good year for Muscovy due to good harvest generating higher incomes than ever before. Do we want the money or do we want the admin? We'll get the admin because admin is much harder to get than money. Congratulations, we're super tough and we take all the stuff because we're so cool. We got some AGEX, but that's fine. And we got some inflation from the money that we took, that's fine. We paid how much? 48. That's also fine. And we got a whole bunch of power projection, meaning that we're now, because we've got long-time rivals, and we declared on a rival, and we conquered provinces from a rival, and we humiliated a rival, we get lots of power projection. So for the next year, it's only 1 year. It'll only be 1 year that we're over 50, but that's cool. We get for that year, we get actually it's only for 4 months, five months, because all of those disappear at the tick of the year. But once they go away, we'll go down below 50, and we'll lose our +1 power projection bonus, +1 monarch power bonus. But it's worth it. It's a couple of free points. I like it. I like it a lot. We need to add another rival. I can't remember whether this made it on the last video, but we're going to add Great Horde, and we only needed to add the one. Beluzero, Grumpy, we'll deal with them shortly. Let's bump our corruption up to deal with that. Let's grant land to this one. We wanted to give to these guys because it's one of theirs, and I'm sure they'll appreciate it. In fact, they won't. They'll probably just get more antsy and want to words and talking and stuff. They'll want to. The Liberty Desire goes down by 2. That's cool. And Beluzero. No, we won't make that mistake again. Let's wait for the tick of the day. There we go. We've completed our mission that I forgot to last time. So we get increased manpower recovery speed, which is kind of countered by the nobility, but that's cool. We'll look to tweak the nobility. We've lost our humiliate, but seeing as this is part of Beluzero anyway, let's give it back to Beluzero. Beluzero, here's a province for you, mate. It's not cored or anything, so just enjoy coring it yourself. Yeah, plonkers. Okay, we've got a new mission now. Ooh, we've got Vassalize Ordeyev. We can't quite do it peacefully, but we can do it through war. But it would mean we'd end up being yet another point over our thingamy, and I don't know whether that's a good idea. There's our alliance with those lot. Who want a marriage? Oh yeah, that's a good point. I haven't married any of our guys. Rostov want a royal marriage? Yep, that makes sense. Hey, we've become a great power. Very cool. So we've got those new options available to us now. We've only just scraped in the very bottom of it, but that's cool. It's better to be on the list than not. We should be coring those things. Which, did we want to core all of them? Yes, we did. So let's do that. No, it'll barely be worth anything. In fact, what does that do? Core creation cost us plus 2.8%. 2.8% of 30 is not even 1, is it? No, 3% would be 1. Would be 1, would it? Oh god. I've got a feeling that it doesn't have any effect. So let's just do it to it. Cool. What I'm thinking is we'll actually use these. I was tempted to give these away to Perm or to someone else just because they're so crappy, but what I'll do is I'll use them just for balancing our estates nice and carefully. I think that's a good idea. It does mean that we'll have to make it a territory, a state, but hang on, that's a good point. Have we even got any spare states? No, we don't. God, they suck. Our states are so shit. But then look, I mean, Ryazan, Yaroslavl, Vlogda. I don't know. I'm thinking about different things here. I'm slightly tempted to make these guys our vassal by giving them back one of their territories, but then they don't trust us, so it's kind of we could make them we can't vassalize them without giving them that, but then that gives us, they've already got negative 68 because of our small economic base, so I think it's probably just easier to eat them, and then I'd have a much better state in Tiva. I think that's what's going to happen. Sorry, boys and girls, but you're... oh, no, we'll leave them on. We'll leave them on friendly for the moment, and we'll eat them. But very duplicitously. But that's what we need to do. Oh, there we go. Conquest of Tiva. Okay. That might give us claims on them, actually. So, that increases the base production. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We got those claims immediately. So, that isn't required. What is required though is having an army with full maintenance. Who is that? Oh, that's our vassals. Cool. Everyone's all coming home. So what's the requirements of that mission? Did it say they needed to be Yaroslavel? Yep, we'll marry you, matey. Have we married all of our chaps now? Oh, Skov's a republic. Interesting. We can marry these chaps though. The reason I'm doing this is just to keep them happy. The happier they are, the less likely they are to want to have high liberty desire. You can see the royal marriage and the opinion are both bonuses to calculating the liberty desire. So that works for us. Let's go into this view and make sure we have marriages everywhere. March, marriage, vassal marriage, and March, which can't be married. But Poland, we have mill access, royal marriage, and alliance. Very cool. So we want to go back to war immediately. The quicker we're at war, the less likely it is that our Polish mates will ask us to join one of their crappy wars that we don't want to be a part of. I'm just moving that guy out to avoid the attrition that was coming in that way. Livonian declared on Novgorod. Oh, don't take my stuff, mate. I want all of that stuff. Don't make me give you a whack, Livonian order. Who are they fighting? Did they manage to bring in their allies? They didn't. No, there's no way I can do that anyway. What I was thinking about doing was trying to get in at these guys, make them our vassal, and then get to fight them back without them being able to bring in their allies, but that doesn't work if the place is far too large to be able to vassalize. I think we've got 2 more wars probably before we can vassalize or completely annex. Let's have a look. 11 plus 10, 21, 36, 66, 77, 83, 97. Yeah, I think that's about right. All the rest are quite low value. 97, that's 99, 109, 119, 128. I think I already counted that one, but that's 18. It's 2 more wars, effectively. So what we'll do in the next war is we'll actually do a line up here to keep these pricks from getting at it. Oh, well, does that make sense? Do we care about that one? No, because it's Finnmark and Inare. It's those three. Nope, we don't care about that. But we do care about that. That's a reasonable sort of estate. Oh, that goes that way, does it? Okay. That one not so much. That one's worth 16. And, you know, I don't care. That one there I'd like. That's, what, 30? Yeah. And this one here I definitely want. That's richer than anything I've got at present, so definitely going for that one. So we'll probably have to fight Livonia in order to take some of this stuff back, but that's no problems. What we might do is we might... Well, that's it. See, I was thinking about... I don't want all of this crap, though. I want that, and that, and that, and I want to leave them with that. Well, even this I don't really want. I guess it's better than what we have at the moment, so probably worth it in the long run. So what are we doing? We're about to declare war on these lot. Once our morale isn't looking quite so dented. That'll be at the end of this month. Actually, will it? No, they could do with another 2 months. 0.58. Yeah, 2 months, okay. No point in taking unnecessary damage, is there? Although I should have been using my diplomat during this period. Oh, here we go. Do we want money or patriarch authority? We definitely want patriarch authority, because money is going okay in this game. It's mainly because of our vassals. If we have a look at it, they're the three vassals that we have set as normal vassals are giving us, what's that, 0.38. So that's half a ducat extra a turn, and that's the reason that we're over the top. That we're in positive, even though we've got a substantial sized army. I'm going to wait until the next time there guys locked in there, and both of these armies are going to attack at once. Who's this? Someone having a little sulk about something. It's that centre of trade keeps popping on and off, I'm fairly certain. Controlled provinces doesn't change. Neither does granted monopolies, neither does recruited minister. But centre of trade, I think, does. Come on, mate, time to move. We need to attack you now. Oh. I'm wasting my time here. Oh, curses. I just saw that Novgorod had guaranteed them. Crap. I would love to go to war with Novgorod again. So early. But it wouldn't quite work anyway. I'd only be able to... Whoa! Check out that guy. 5334. There's a boss. That's insane. Oh, we need to go to war with someone now. Well, the problem is, he's super good, but he's only really... He's best against forts, and none of these clowns down here have any forts. So, I mean, apart from their home forts, and that's a big bunch of whoopity-doo, really. Oh well, let's do this. That's our war goal. We'll leave one chappie there to do that. Does he need to go there? No, that's fine. So what could we be doing in the meantime? We could be improving with these plonkers. Is there any reason to? No, not really. They've just got to keep... It's only them that we care about. So, who else was our great horde? Oh, because we were a great power, we went up 10 points. That's cool. And because we've got long-time rivals, we're now earning +2 per turn instead of losing it as we were when we had Lithuania disappear on us. Oh, those aren't the right guys. Those are the right guys there. Let's have a look and see if we can figure out a reason to go to war with them. Cool, we've got one place. This guy has no siege power. We'll move out the way and hopefully the siegey man will move in there. Or perhaps not. We'll turn down our maintenance because we don't need maintenance on. And he'll likely take a tick at the end of the month, and one of our vassals will likely come in to make up the numbers, and hopefully it's Super Siegey Man, so this thing can finish quicker. Tick of the month should see him take damage. Now one of those should move in. Perfect. There we go, and now we're sieging at ridiculous speed for this early in the game. That's just superb. Wonder how far away we are from being able to vassalize these guys. 54. Alright, cool. So the coolest thing about this mission is that this 11 province is going to become a 14 province without us having to spend a dime. Very cool mission. I'd love to get a mission to vassalize or conquer these guys. That would be nice, because then we can look to actually extend down through these bastards. They've allied Uzbek, who we can't see but who are over here. Ah, there we go. Siege is complete. We'll move that way and we'll... Do we need to keep improving with these guys? They're probably pretty good, really. Oh. I mean, that's a good place to dump our diplos when they're not, our diplomats when they're not doing anything. But it's much better for us to... so we may get a coalition. It's only Novgorod, that's fine. There's our successful full annexation. We got 138. Did I even make sure that was at the max? I don't know, I hope so. Our corruption costs are going up now, understandably. And our war exhaustion isn't that high. Let's start coring that before the cost goes up, as it will right now. So if we have a look at Tiva, oh, it may have gone up anyway. That would have been interesting to see whether the finish date changes. No, that shouldn't make a difference. It's only the cost. Let's see if we can tell from that same window. Which one is it? Tiva 128. It says 128, but no, I imagine we probably are paying the full price for it. But regardless, well worth it. We're going to have a much happier. We've got Annex Ryazan as our option. Wow, that one does even better. That's +3 in 2 different places. Who are they allied to, if anybody? Nobody. God, we're really pushing our luck with this whole... What do you call it? But let's do it. We'll wait for a couple of turns for our... Why is that going up further? Weird. Let's have a look actually at our estates. We can get these chaps happy, probably. Not quite. So that would be a pretty good place to give them. We still can't give anything to our Cossack pals. The bonus for having Cossacks run stuff, what is it? Yep, that's fine. If I give it to Cossacks, they get local manpower modifier, that's the same as the Boyars. Plus 20% and plus 20% for them. And they also give extra attrition for enemies. So cavalry cost in that square goes down by 10%, and no, that's just talking about the overarching effects. But now we can use some of their things. So this one, which increases our army tradition, what an amazing frickin' thing to have, especially with the upcoming versions of the next DLC. No, that's not army tradition, that's army. Oh, this is only stuff that I've read about. It's not released for another couple of weeks yet, so but we could do this. This increases our land force limit modifier. It gives them more influence and more loyalty. Why not? That loses loyalty. Yeah, let's do it. And that one there would be nice. It would put them up to 49 and it would allow us access to the other options. But particularly that guy, getting a cheap morale guy is so good. It's so friggin' good. But we're also we're also paying a lot of money at the moment, paying for forts and stuff. So we may leave it just for the moment. That said, let's examine our forts. So we've got 2, 3 forts at the moment. Why are they costing oh, it's inflation. Yeah, right. Yep, fair enough. Army maintenance is high because army maintenance is high. Oh, and we've got reinforcements, and we're paying 2 ducats for rooting out corruption. Fair enough. So I mean, we probably shouldn't really be going into this war again immediately, but well, I was going to say no harm. I mean, there is obviously harm. Let's have a look at our... Oh god, where have I hidden coalitions? There we go. So the only person that really doesn't like us is them. Lithuania don't like us, but they don't matter, they're a vassal. Sweden don't like us, but we don't care, they're a vassal. Denmark don't like us anyway, so F them. And yeah, that's about it really. I think we probably should just eat these chaps, and so be it. And maybe those guys too. It's not ideal. There's probably better diplomatic ways to do it, but now that I'm not playing on extra hard, I'm feeling a bit tougher than I probably should. So I'm thinking about it. A good secondary alliance partner in the long term might be the Ottomans. We've got shared interests around this area. Me and Poland have got shared interests around this area, and to a lesser or greater extent up there. It's not outside the realms of feasibility. I've seen it happen too many times. They're allied with Bohemia. Who are Bohemia allied with? They're against Poland and Austria. Well, that said, that means we could probably be against... We could be with Austria. What's Poland's deal? Who else are they allied with? Mecklenburg. Oh, I'm glad you chose a really good ally who's highly unlikely to get eaten immediately, like Mecklenburg, who get eaten immediately in every game. Well played, Poland. Well played. I guess when you've got a Lithuania as a junior partner and 2 matches, you're probably fairly comfortable. They're probably stronger than we are. Yeah, maybe not. Their army's slightly smaller than ours. But Lithuania's... I don't know, I'd imagine Lithuania plus Mazovia and Moldavia are very likely to be the same as Pskov, Perm, Beluzero, Yaroslavl and Rostov, but I don't know that for sure. Are they Rostov or Rostock? Rostov. I'm sure there is a Rostock. Is there? I don't know. Okay, so we just let things continue on. We'll wait for our armies to power back up, and we'll go on Ryazan immediately. What does that actually give us, though? That's right, it improves that area, doesn't it? Gives us some prestige. I mean, I guess it's worth it. How are these coming along? They're not too far away. I think by the time we finish this, we should be... that first chunk should be done. Those ones should be done. Now I want to check something. I believe one of our ideas is something to do with a settler. Oh, it's not. Okay. Huh. I had the idea that we got a free settler. Incorrect. Okay. Then I think we're going for expansion ideas. I very, 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 very rarely do it. But I think I will. Can fabricate claim overseas in trade company regions. That's kind of cool. That means that we could go at... Sorry, I know that we're all staring at a bright white screen at the moment. That means we could put claims on the Malacca trade node. Actually, no, but that all points down this way anyway, so it's kind of pointless. Well, it's not pointless, we can still make money there, but it's not as effective as I might like it to be. Yeah, we'd probably make more money getting overland trade routes. Well, that said, we could probably... I mean, that might be an idea for how we go. We've got to go this way, so maybe we just follow trade paths right back across here through into Mongolia and Siberia. What else does it do for us? Extra merchant, yep, that would be cool. Global settlers, yep, that would be cool. Recruitment, don't care. Recruitment time decreases, the dumbest thing. It's almost completely pointless. If your army is in such a situation that you need to rebuild it, you've already lost the war pretty much. Recruitment time being 10% cheaper means freaking nothing. You will have likely lost most of your manpower anyway. So the only thing is that well, I don't even know if it applies to mercs is the question. It's all very dumb to me. It doesn't make sense. And there's several places you get it. You get it there, and you get it there. It's why do I want recruitment time slightly quicker? It's pointless. It doesn't make sense to me. they recruit quicker, and then you still have to wait for 3 months for their morale to come up, and blah blah blah. It's just it's the most pointless thing I can think of. But that's amazing, and that again doesn't really matter at all unless you're losing a war and you need your things 10% quicker. But who gives an F? That doesn't help you. 10% quicker does not help you. If it was 50% quicker, maybe that would be cool. Maybe there would be a tangible outside of that one extreme situation where you need your units built so quick so you can survive. Maybe it would be useful. Otherwise, it's not. 10% means frickin' nothing. Ships is kind of handy because they take so long to build. They're, up to 2 years long. So 10% of that is 2.5 months, is it? Like, I guess that's kind of cool, but who really cares? It's just all very strange. Global trade power, that would be nice. And state maintenance, that would be nice as well. I imagine we probably pay a reasonable amount here because we're quite spread out. And we'll only continue to be more spread out as we go along. We're going to be cherry picking the better places. We'll have Novgorod, we'll have Muscovy, and those are probably the only ones that we'll keep long term. Long term, we'll probably want to take, I don't know, maybe Samarkand or the trade node around down here around Aden. I mean, there are all sorts of places, but they won't be centralized. So I think expansion makes sense for us. Any hoodly-doos? Let's have a look. They are still not allied to anybody. Let's go there and go there. They've moved up nice and close for us. If we move there, there is... We will cross a river. What the... Come on, man. There's no way we can get at them without crossing a river. Kasimov, Vladimir, and Kolomna are all on the other sides of rivers, so we are biting the bullet and jumping across a river. Happily, we've got +3 maneuver and bonus flanking. Woohoo! So let's do that. Hi, Ryazan. I know we're not very nice. I agree. We're jerks. And I'm slightly sorry about it, but not really. Oh, cool. Their maintenance wasn't at full either. So, we're... Oh, no. Their leader's Craven as well. I can't remember what Craven does exactly, but we'll have a look after the battle, which I'll win because this guy's Craven. So he's 2211. He's actually a pretty good leader, but we still get advantages over him. That's a 10 versus an 8 is nice. By moving our guy here, they'll do a shattered retreat that... Are you serious, game? This whole thing about zones of controls is such a prick. The AI can walk across that, but I can't walk from there to there? Ah, man. Okay, let's get access through these prats. Now we can do it. Oh, we actually wiped their army anyway. That's cool. We'll cancel this because we do not need it. We can have them transfer trade power to us, which is maybe a good idea. As I recall... Oops, cancel that before the month is over. Actually, this will be interesting. I think these chaps will black flag when they land in here. No, it just cancelled. Cool. Now, in theory, we should be able to move out of here because we can move into zone of control and back out. Yes, that's right. Whereas these chaps, I'm not certain they will be able to. Oh, okay. No, they can too. Yeah, as I said, watch... God, what's his name now? Watch Remen's excellent, excellent, excellent video on Zone of Control. It doesn't explain all of it. It doesn't explain the situation where the A to C via B, and then directly to C situation happens. But beyond that, and I don't know who explained. Atwix explained that, I believe, in one of his streams. And yeah, so I should really read that. Cool. There's our 4 from up the top. Yep, we're down to just those 3. Very cool. Now what I'm wondering about is, they're 14, but I think they'll probably be more useful to me than Ryazan the 13 one is. Which is Ryazan? Oh, it's Kasimov. That's there, and then Ryazan, and then Pronsk. Okay, maybe we will keep that, seeing as that's all in that one state. That's about to become more valuable, and we can actually give these to states right away because this is already stated. We can hand this over to estates, and their bonuses will apply immediately because this is already stated. These two, on the other hand, that's part of Kaluga, which isn't a state. Okay. God, what a mangled mess. And then what's that? That's just part of these plonkers, really. Is that right? Kurskas. Yeah, and Chakovas. And then that is the other part. Okay. So what was the other one that had only... It was Ryazan. Oops, it was Ryazan and Yaroslavl. Yaroslavl. Isn't that you guys there? Oh, of course it is, but it doesn't tell us what the state is. So it's those two combined for 13. And then another 17 over there. Is that even 13? It's 14, Tony. Learn to count, mate. So that one is not controlled by anyone, nor is that one as crap. We could go fight the nobles there. It's so frustrating. I want to give you more stuff nobles, but I can't give you more stuff nobles because you won't let me take your stuff nobles. Boyars, rather. We can take stuff from the burghers, though. That's not a bad idea. They don't need stuff. Let's take the burger stuff. What are they giving us at the moment? They make it cheaper for us to develop, I think, when they're over 60, don't they? Yeah. So, development cost, I'm not spending any of my precious monarch points on development matey potatoes. We are instead going to take away this one, and this one. Ooh, that one shivers. I'm sitting here speaking so gung-ho, and that would actually make them go below 40. Maybe I should do it, given that we're above 50. Or that one? No. That one, and then they're only 6 months of grumpy. The other ones we can all take with normal peaks and troughs up to 50, whereas this one, I wish I had have noticed that first. This one takes down 12.8, and it doesn't naturally go up above 50. So you'd need events or giving them too much stuff to make it happen, so we have to take that one now. Otherwise it'll be very hard to take later. Okay, so we've got 3 unhappy estates. Very good. Now this one here will... Clergy get unhappier, and we lose patriarch authority, and the clergy lose influence. Oh, damn it. I was hoping the inverse of this would give us that patriarch authority. But no. Just crappy old prestige. I'm only kidding, prestige. I love you, really. So they're at 43 and 41. Can I take something from them? No. No, but that's okay. They're at least they're happy now, and that should help our bank balance, to be honest. Yeah, it does. Cool. This said, we've finished the siege, or all but. Let's not take unnecessary attrition. Let's let one of our pals get in on the siege for us. Actually, let's take away some more men so they come straight in. In you go, boys. Take some attrition for me. Yeah, there we go. There's Super Siegey Man is doing his job. We are not making anyone attached to us, are we? Nope. Cool. How many people can fit there? Plenty. We're missing... Oh, one of our guys isn't doing anything. I guess this happens fairly soon. If it doesn't happen... It doesn't happen. Let's start spying on them. Oh, we already are. What else were we doing? We were working to get friendly with these. What I'm actually thinking is we might work to get friendly with one of these instead. They're fighting with Crimea. They're likely losing. I'm thinking if I can befriend these. Well, who are these guaranteed? Oh, they're guaranteeing the independence of that and that. My God, Georgia, you're asking for a hiding, aren't you? Which of them likes me more? They both like us evenly. They don't like Georgia or Gazimuk. Crimea, Georgia, and Gazimuk. You're such toolbags, you guys. They don't like Genoa, Crimea, or Caucasia. They even dislike the same group of Muslim, of Sunni horde, yet they don't realize that they should be pals. So frustrating. So frustrating. So I'm going to... One of them's going to be my vassal. And I'm going to turn that vassal into a march and feed him stuff. And I just decided then that it was going to be Circassia. I hope it said Circassia. I've always said it that way, but it could be Circassia. I'm pretty certain it's not Circassia, because that would be Circassia. I think that might be my new nickname. So sassy. Hey, what's this all about? Oh, this is... Okay, so this happens a lot with... when you've got royal marriages. You get to choose for... you can ask your queen's family for admin, or for diplo, or for mill points, or for actual manpower, or for or you can say we don't need anything and get prestige. And I think I might just do that. I can't... They get an event where they get to choose yes or no, and I can't really be bothered. I don't want them choosing no, and I don't need anything from them enough that I care about it. So I might just go for the prestige. It's easier. So Tambov is our first claim. Hey, that's nice. It's got that. Who are they allied with? Uzbek. That's cool. Must say these wars so far have been pretty good ones. No allies up there. We've just gone one on, well, one plus all of our vassals on them, and same thing for Tiva. Okay, Odoyev had declared on Ryazan. That makes me super tempted to reverse attack them, but no, it's not worth it. We can attack them easily enough anyway. What is this? Spare no expenses for Diplo power. Do we want 0.5 inflation? I don't mind it. Our costs aren't high enough that I'm too concerned by them. We'll recall this chap. No, we won't. We'll wait till the end of the month. Recall him. Yeah, I don't need you joining me, boys. Three, two, one, free. I'd like all of your stuff, please, mate. Thank you. Thank you very much. Novgorod and Ryazan. Well, I don't mind if Ryazan join a coalition against me, because that won't matter much. Got all their stuff. Got their full annexation. We took 200 from them. Another 0.32. We annexed them. We got extra prestige. We took all of their stuff. Their stuff is now better. And now I need to pay to core it. Very cool. Now I need to pay more corruption. Ugh. Ouchies. And no mission selected. Window on the west. That sounds intriguing. We fear that Russia is being left behind by the other states of Europe. We must not remain backward. Russia must acquire a coast on the Baltic to act as our window on the west. I can dig it. Does it give us a claim? Ingermerland. Ingermerland? Ingermerland? Ingermanland? Ingermanland? How would Russians say German? Or how would... I mean, not Russians especially, but Baltic people say that. Ingermanland, I think, is probably what they'd say. And we get a claim on it. Yeah, I mean... Well, we could wait for a minute, because that means going back to war on Novgorod, and we can't go to war on Novgorod for some long time. But it may, if it changes hands to these clowns, that could be well worth it. Fighting Riga and Teutonic Order would be a bit trickier than we'd like, but we might be able to call in Poland for that one. If I... They still wouldn't accept it. Does not want any land that Livonian Order... Yeah, but that's... not the thing, dude. Eh. So this is one of those situations where these guys want stuff... Sorry, where these guys want stuff... Yeah, it's kind of tricky to explain. Okay, so the stuff that these guys want is all of that stuff. The stuff that these guys want is all of that stuff. Hang on. We can't cross over, can we? I'm not actually interested in... Oh, that's not me. That's me. See, I'm not interested in anything here. I haven't claimed... Oh, shite. I haven't claimed anything. Why would they think that I can't provide them stuff? I'd quite happily give them stuff over here that they want, because I don't care about that. I don't care about the Teutonic area. In my head, this is all Poland or Lithuania, and you know, maybe if I could get that chunk, I'd be happy. If I could get the state that is Riga, Winden, and if the Livonia, that's the state. If I could get Livonia, that's all I really want. Well, and this, and Estonia. Livonia and Estonia. That'll be fine. That's all the access to the Baltic that I want, but so we've got one free bloke who should be spying here. But in the meantime, I think we can just relax for a while, let our manpower come up. I do want to get the nobility back on side, that's right. If we can get them something small, just enough to cheer them up. That there isn't bad. Oh, it's 0, 0. What about those? They're 40. That's 40, that's fine. That should put them up to, yep, 76. That's excellent. And the burgers, you can have that. Ooh, hang on. Yeah, the Cossacks can have that one as well. But I think at the moment the burgers would make more sense. We need them all happy. So our manpower recovery is now. That will change. Should change. Incorporate Rostov. I mean, that gives me an extra Diplo, but then I get -3 Diplo for vassalizing, so for annexing somebody. And I can't do it till 54 anyway, so it's another 6 years away. It's actually quicker to do this one. So those missions are no good to us. We've got injured units, we've got provincial unrest like a mofo. I was not paying attention to that. Right, let's get ourselves some autonomy. So we need all of the things that we took from those mugs, basically need to get a autonomy bump. Okay. Yillets, that will be those guys through there, I imagine. They're 11. They're 11. And they're 11. We might actually go so far as to park armies on each of those. And then Yillets and Pronsk. Oh, these are obviously, yep, the ones that we've just taken. So we'll split that in half, go half there, and then those guys almost unavoidably will have themselves a rebellion because they're not accepted and they're Sunni and they've got masses of separatism. The overextension will go away. Intolerance. So we can do one of these, as I understand it. Nope, you need 10 patriarch points to do that. Oh, bummer. Not that I'd want to spend that anyway, because I want to get our local unrest up. Sorry, down. And our missionary strength up. And manpower modifier up, obviously. All of those would be quite nice. I really like this new mechanism. It's really cool. Huh. Oh yes, because there's no Protestantism in this, is there? For Orthodox. Makes sense. So we'll group those, huh? Oh, group those. 6, 6, 6, 3, and 3. It's scarily high. Kasimov is the other Russian place the other Sunni place, so we'll just knock that up. We don't really care, they're giving us our manpower anyway because they ignore the autonomy. For manpower we're losing some tax and some production of wool, but so be it. So yeah, let's Ryazan, and oh, we didn't do them. Cool, we'll do them. And then it's just the remainder of those and those, as I understand it. Yeah, but that seems right. Cool. Alrighty. So we'll just let our war exhaustion go down, let our overextension go down, and actually that will go down a good amount shortly. That's quite high. Once it goes up, I think we might reduce it. But we're already tanking our our techs. After all of this conquering, it's probably worth giving it a little rest for a while. We can become Defender of the Faith, that's nice. What we actually want is to do some, if we can do the first two Diplotechs, Tiva, Kashin and Zbotsv. Zubtsov, sorry. Zubtsov. They've got claims there. Oh, the actual claims, not cause. I read that as cause. And I was wrong. This war that these clans are having is taking a good long time. I like that they've been going at it for about 2 years and nothing's happened. It's the perfect result for us because we want stuff off them and off them. Perfect. Oh yeah. Cheeky 7 down there. Cheeky 1 or 2 up there. They've got a cheeky 7 up there counter sieging. Perfect. You go to it, boys. Just keep rattling on each other. And I'll just sit over here and, you know, put claims on you both. Have we got any new missions yet? Nope. So we're improving with Caucasia. Oh, they're at war with both now. No, they're not. They're only at war with Georgia. Okay. Well, let's hedge our bets. We've got nothing better to do with our Diplos for the moment. We'll whoever comes out on top will be our vassal. Aha, cool. So our leader has developed yet another trait, and I still don't know what that's all about. Oh, it's so exciting. Oh, there, we gain 4. We gain 4 to the pool. We add 4 to the pool at the start of each year, up to a maximum of 150. We currently have 20 and 20 of 100, and using an ability costs 100. Okay. I don't know what it means, but I like it. Oh, and I guess you just hold it for until you need it, kind of thing. I wonder why our leader gets +1 or +3 or +2. So what is that? That's 3, 1, and 2. Let's have a look at our leader. Oh, there we go. That's why. Because of your stats. Add to these guys, whatever these things would be called. And yeah, that's really cool. What does that one do again? Raises out 8 Streltsy regiments. I've heard that term in relation to an achievement with Poland, I think, but I don't know what it means. Streltsy, is that just the type of army that we have? No, we've got Badish and Druzinya. No, weird, no idea. Okay, but anyway, our leader has developed a new trait, so he's kind-hearted. At the end of each month, our war exhaustion goes down by an extra 0.05. Pretty damn cool. we get rid of those malices quicker, and we get to war more effectively. He's kind-hearted, so we get to do more warring. Fair enough. Slightly tempted to accept one of these things and then cancel it, like the build a proper fleet. I can't build any fucking... excuse my language. I can't build any goddamn fleet game, so piss off. Well, hang on, can I? No, I can't build any fleet. Like, why would you even give me that? It's just mean. Oh, yes, I can. Ah. Let's have a look at our trade nodes, though. Do you reckon you can support that with ships? Oh, you can. Maybe that is a good idea. I've got a lot of... No, I've got 100 men. How much do those things cost? They take 50 men each. I can build 2 of them. And I gain... You currently gain 5 each month. So every 10 months I could build another ship. How long do these take to build? They take a year. Oh yeah, but I can only build one at a time. And I need to build 12. We'll cancel that one. I mean, that one always comes up all the time. So we'll cancel that for the minute, let it cycle through, let a new one come through, and hopefully, we'll... Oh, look, little wars going on. Very good. Who's winning? Novgorod is. I mean, the other one is. Livonian Order are. The Trade League of Venice disbanded? That's different. Who's that? Albania. Going on... What? They're even. Okay, but they're close to giving up, surely. No, they're guaranteed by Serbia. So, oh, hang on, that's Serbia. So Serbia are fighting... Venice, Corfu, Naxos. Fighting Albania, Serbia. Yeah, sorry, Serbia, I don't rate your chances, mate, but good on you for trying to help your buddy out. Where's my good general? Let's take him off duty. And other general who fights well, who does shocking things. Put you both on cooldown for the moment. We don't need you dying unnecessarily while doing nothing, as the game seems to like doing. So we can build castles. We don't want to build castles. We want to save our cash for, well, I'd love to build navies, but it will just irk me not... Oh, hang on, maybe 100 is my max. Oh god, it is. Okay, let's use them. Shoots and ladders. I should have taken that mission. That's okay. Let's just do some anyway. No harm. Well, absolutely all of our sailors are gone, but apart from that, no harm. But at least they're, you know, coming back now. Great Horde separatists are growing in Yelits. Cool, man. Whatevers. So these last cores are almost done. Ooh, Yelits is taking its time, isn't it? Why? Because it's not an accepted culture, nor is it an accepted religion. We really need to get our patriarchy up. Is that what it's called? Our patriarch power up. So we can be a bit more effective at conversions, and we can actually convert this stuff away from the Sunni. What is this? Gain money or patriarch authority? You know which one I'm going for, game. Is that enough to get rid of that? No. Oh no, of course not. They were at 7. Yeah. So we're up to 35. Offer to sell a province from Livonian order. Ooh. 300 ducats? I mean, that's pretty worth it, but we could also just beat them up and take it. South Karelia. I mean, I've never bought a place before. Is it worth it? I mean, I could hand it over to Skov and they could claim it for me. It's in a state that I want to take eventually. Ah, but they've got one part to it as well. Well, I mean, we get money. We get more money. Let's just do it. All very exciting. Getting a place that easily. Should we hand it over to Skov? I think we might as well. They might be able to actually use it, you know? Although, did it give us a bit more manpower? I mean, sailor power. I think it did. Yeah, it must have. There's an extra 5 sailors in it. Woo. If we do that... No, let's hand it over to Skov. We don't need it. They have a claim there. They can core it more cheaply. I think that was the smart move. Makes our march tougher. Should let them... Oh, they didn't give it to an estate. Oh no, because they need to core it and then... So that's actually a good thing. They can make a state out of that and then they can give it to one of their... What do you call it? One of their estates and hopefully do some good work with it. Okay, here's our new mission. Incorporate Rostov. Secure Western Siberia. Who owns that? Oh. Look at all the cores that we get. I'm just trying to recognize any of these weird words. Weird place names that I don't know. Let's do it the smarter way, shall we? Nope. What? Not areas, regions. Oh. Gives me trade efficiency, but I don't know where any of these bastard places are. One of them was Kazan. And Kazan's capital is there. But I don't recognize most of the other places. Saratov, Perm. Perm is there. Saratov, though, I have no idea. Oh, there's Saratov. This is one hell of a frickin' mission for 15 years worth of trade efficiency. My god. Does it give me claims everywhere though? I mean, that would be pretty cool if it did. But no, let's do the sensible one. Let's be sensible for once in our lives. We'll let our manpower recover, and that will give us some national unrest and extra tax. What a good idea. Be peaceful for a while. I know for a fact that that's not particularly exciting to watch, but I think it's a smart option. We're getting 230 a month, so that's 1,000 every 4 months almost, and that's 3,000 every year, and we need, God, 3,000 every year. We need, come on brain, 15. We need 5 years worth of peace to get our manpower back. That's quite long. Disheartening. Poop. Oh well, here's our first tech. We get extra morale and tactics. I like it. Let's see who else has got what. They got 343. They got 333. They got 343. Ooh, 344. Cool. So we're ahead of the curve. We're one tech up on these mugs. God, now I'm regretting making that choice. Because now I just want to go to war that we've got an advantage. Oh well, let's behave ourselves. I mean, it makes sense. Let's let our manpower come back for once. For once in this goddamn game. Aw, why not? But I like them being my rival. And I need to go through them to... That really sucks. Do we want to go Denmark? Yeah, we might as well go Denmark. I'm only doing that because I have to have a thing chosen. Do we want to lose stability or corruption? Or get corruption? We'll get corruption. That's fine. We could actually do that thingy thing where we do the thingy thing. And by that I mean we could... Oh yeah, what's happening down here with these clowns? They're slapping the tar out of each other. Very good. They're occupied by Crimea. Oh shite, they're the vassal of Crimea. Okay. Oh, I didn't turn that on. Damn it. Oh crap. I really felt like playing with that one. Okay. So there's another DLC that lets you get magical powers as you go through each age of the game. There's sort of 4 different ages, and one of them is transferring vassals, and that I would have turned that one on if it was available, and blah 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 blah. But sadly, no, I won't be doing that. That said, I can't declare on Crimea anyway. I need to go through there. Oh wow, wow! Brand new race just appeared. I mean, brand new nation just appeared. Emirati. Do you know, I don't think I've ever seen these guys before. They all look very exciting. And, nope. We're far too far away. And not rich enough to boss mode them immediately. But that's okay. So, Armenia, AQ, QQ, Georgia, Emirati, and Trebizond. What a crazy bloody place. Are they still being attacked? Oh no, they are. Who are QQ getting attacked by? Oh, just rebels, I think. By the looks. What are they? Armenian separatists. Cool. Armenia could be a thing. That's quite neat. Ottomans are still doing their work. They haven't done the Byzantines yet. Byzantium yet. Weird, man. So Yelits is still grumpy, but not too grumpy. That we might be able to avoid that. we call them? It should be, they should be a bit calmer. Calmer. Let's have a look now at what states we can shimmy around. Yaroslavl, Vologda, and we're missing Oka. We could get Oka, which is 19. I'm guessing this is Oka. It surely is. They've even got our accepted culture. I mean, that's a pretty damn good idea. Oh, we could add Ryazanian. That's a good point. We could... No, the maths is wrong. Once that goes away though, we could ask these clowns for more men as well. Help speed things along. That would go up to what, 74? That would be not quite 60. No, but it doesn't need to be 60. It's only that. We're doing this. We're doing this right now. 43 is fine by me. And 84, that should disappear. We should be able to avoid that. That generalship dies in 54. I think we're right. Where is it? Oh, it hasn't recognized it yet. So that dies in 59. That ticks in 59. That's fine, because the generalship goes in 54. Perfect. Hang on, the generalship goes in 54. Didn't we grant that in 44? Because to me, this tooltip says it. God, look at that. No, it is only 10 years. Oh wow, that makes this a way more viable thing than I had thought it was ever since I started playing this. I've read it as 20 influence for 20 years and thought, well god, that's just awful. But no, that's completely valid now. Oh, cool. That's it. God, I love this game. You always learn new stuff every time you play this game. It's probably the best game at that sort of thinking that I've seen. Can't think of anything else that continues to surprise as much as this. Okay, so we've maxed them out, but they're as happy as can be. Let's make these chaps friendly. We're still... It's weird. It's very weird. Let's just improve with our other... What's the name, mates? How are we looking with these guys? Yeah, they still love us. Cool. We should improve with them again soon. Oh, good. That aggressive expansion disappeared anyway. What about their opinion of our aggressive expansion? It's not flattering, not great. Oh, we've got a navy. How very exciting. Let's join it up and set it to protect our trade. No. Oh, craptastic. Okay, because we have no ports, because we have no ports anywhere near this place, where does that trade go? That goes to the North Sea, does it? Yar. So there's really no point in doing anything with those crappy ships. Because we have no ports over that side, they can't protect trade there because it's so far away that they'd all die. So we really shouldn't have given away in Germanland. I still can't work that out. Yeah, because now we can't actually use our ships to protect our trade, so epic lose. But anyways, whatever. We'll keep building them because we'll use them at some point in the future once we have a port on this area. So we're at 23. We need to be at 20, I'd say. I think it said we need to be at 25%, at 75% rather. 90%. Oh, far out. So 90% of 23,000 is like 21,000. That sucks, dude. Oh, this is gonna take forever. What a dumb choice. Okay, Yelets is finally integrated, and they're just a cheeky 5.4 unrest. What pricks. Yeah, okay, well I guess we'll just have to have a rebellion there at some point. No problem. Let's see. They're in that state by themselves, aren't they? We could sell it to Odoyev, to be honest. Oh no, they're in Oka. We could sell it to Lithuania. We've already got a claim on that. That's the main reason I actually wanted it. Is it worth selling to Lithuania? I don't want it. It gives me nothing, gives me unrest, and I'll just end up with... Well, I've got religious imbalance, and... No, yeah, you guys can have it. I don't care. I'll take a prestige shot for that one. Who am I impressing there? Those guys. Georgia. I don't know whether I can sell a province to a... You can't sell provinces to subjects. That's fair enough. Can I sell Yelets to them? I don't want it for anything. You can just have it. That's weird. You'd think that they should want that, to be honest. But, who knows? What about these mugs? Do they want it? Oh, there. We can make some money from it. For 93 ducats, and not a cent more, they'll take it. We'll take a 10 prestige shot, which I wouldn't otherwise do, but that place is just a waste of space to us. Now, what I wanted to have a look at, they are in a, yeah, Cossacks own them. Because what I was thinking about is I think that, where's something, the clergy control. There was a point where clergy used to increase the power of reduces unrest, but they used to increase the power of missionaries, but I've got a feeling that maybe that's no longer the case. Maybe they swapped that out at some point. But maybe the layout of who controls what at the beginning of the game isn't aware of that fact. So when this place started with the clergy running it, you were probably able to convert it immediately, because they had the +2 bonus that took away the Sunni bonus, the Sunni malice rather, and would have made it even. But who knows? That non-accepted culture is a real prick. They've we've got protection guarantee by these mugs. No, Tony, remember what your plan is. You are letting your manpower recover. Don't be an idiot. They'll give us 39% of their trade power. Very cool. What about you? Nope. Don't imagine you will. Nope. And don't imagine anyone else around here will. If I could get some of Genoa's trade power like that. But that's not something that will happen. Yeah, we got some more trade power. That's cool. That's in the node that we want it, I believe. Oh, no, it's not. Where is the Kiev trade? Ah, it's over there. Oh, we've got some trade power there. Better than nothing, I suppose. So we've got 46% of that one. We're transferring to there. Yeah, cool. We definitely need to go at the Novgorodian lot as soon as this damn crappy mission is over. That was a bad call. I should not have taken that mission. What I will do is start spying on these mugs. Because, oh, we're not even rivals anymore. You guys should totes rival me. That's what I reckon you should totes do. If they rival us, we can rival them back. But without them rivaling us, we cannot rival them because they're no longer a suitable rival. Such jerks. Getting beaten in a war before we can beat them in a war. So I'm just going to improve with these guys because they're our same thing, same religion. And that's quite a rarity in this old world. What? Oh, so why is it highlighted if I can't build the effing thing? I didn't think so, but the game convinced me. So we're getting a little neighbour bonus. We're getting a 5% neighbour bonus. That's something. The diplomat. Oh, they're spying on us. No worries. That's fine. I can understand why you'd want to do that, Novgorod. Ooh, the Renaissance arrived. Ooh, now we're going to get stung every year that we don't get these. And we don't get one until at least next year, so it's going to take at least till pence. That's a bummer. I was hoping we could sneak these through before they started costing us, but oh well. At least we'll have lots of money available when it does land, I guess. Is everywhere happy now? I imagine it is. I might pull these guys back from the borders where they're a bit exposed. We'll keep them in groups of 6 though. I like that. There's a good sized. Oh, these are at 3s. Well, 6 is a good size. It sort of allows us to swap back and forth if we need. How many is our limit? I didn't see who that was that fabricated on us, but I'm going to take a wild stab in the dark and guess it was Novgorod. Let's have a little look. Huh? cores, and that's one of their actual cores. What have they claimed? They had a claim on that before. I think they've claimed that. Fair enough. You do you, Novgorod. And then we'll come up and do you like a chicken dinner. Despite now having done lots of stuff, this game has seemed, well, I guess it just doesn't hold the permanent terror that the last game of this I played, which was this exact game, but on very hard, held for me. Because the thing is, I mean, now we're on a par with these guys for armies, as opposed to them being twice the size of us kind of thing. It's all a very different, much less unsettling situation. 40 mil for 28 ducats. Yep, why not? Definitely worth it as far as I'm concerned. Now, let's put a claim on that, because that's super expensive, and the thing we want. It's the thing that we want. Do, honey. Far out. That's not a good song, Tony. So that's all Novgorod, so we want claims on all three of those, really. Well, on bloody everything, to be honest, but those will do. Have Skov? Yes, they have. Well done, boys. You read my mind. What about over here? No, they haven't claimed on these. That's interesting. Because I'd like to feed all of that to Skov. That would be a good-sized march at that point, as opposed to the two that they're somehow rocking at the moment, when a march is meant to have double the army size. Like, what? What exactly are you mugs up to? You've got, what, 7, 21, 28, no, 21, 27, 31 development. You should be able to rock more than 2 guys, lads, just quietly. How has that jumped up so quickly as opposed to that? They felt like they were the same for a long time. Slightly tempted to see if I can get another tick of neighbour bonus on this one. Can't be far away from us getting a -10 on it. Hang on, let's have a look. Oh, we don't share a border with them. What do they have? They give us 1 bump. They give us 1 bump. No, I don't think we'll get it. No, we'll do it. We need the, we'll get the money. Well, that's kind of the thing. The reason we have the money is because we don't need the money. But hey, let's make sure our economy is as good as it can be. Ooh, they cost 101 instead of 100. Oh yeah, cool. Look, so now we're paying. Now we're using the. Which one would it be? I'm guessing it must be common sense. No, I thought we always used common sense. I don't know. It's not one of the newer ones though. Oh, well, that's a good point. Maybe I only added that. Oh god, it's getting too confusing now as to which DLCs we've used. But one of the DLCs that we've added on, it may be common sense, it may be Mare Nostrum, allows us to bump up our vassals' holdings, to develop our vassals' holdings, which is really cool. It also, at the same time, allows us to build stuff for our vassals as well. So, I'm not going to be doing that, but it's an option. In the meantime, though, I'm going to be building there, 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 and there. And there goes all of that money that we so diligently saved away. That's cool, because the only thing we need it for... Hey! Our manpower has come up. Awesome. So we get less unrest, and we get some extra 10% tax. Bloody lovely. Now, we'll create the proper fleet, seeing as we're doing it anyway. Oh, we don't have the money to, and we do have the manpower to. Should we cancel one of those things? Yeah, which was that last place that we were building at? One of them was only 13. Which one would it be? 4, 5, 6, and... which one was it? Huh? Oh. I can't tell. Could be either of these. I think it's likely the other one, but let's see how good I am at predicting that. Oh no, it was there. They were the 13 place, and they were the .16. Alright, cool. Now let's build some more shipperoos. 2 barks, thanks mates. Oh, you already are. Maybe I could be building that thing instead. No, they're at 85%. Let's get those guys ready. Ah, cool. It does spend our manpower ahead of time, so that's recovering ahead of time if you see what I mean. It's hard to monitor everyone. Yada yada. These guys want to take control of one of our things. Influence goes up by 9. I think that's a problem for them, isn't it? Yep, surely is. And they either lose 15 loyalty, which sucks, or 50% noble rebels rise up in Kolomna. Which one's Kolomna? We saw it before. It's one of those down there, wasn't it? There. Let's just see what happens. Rebels! That's alright, they're next to a fort, so no stress. Well, next to 2 forts, to be honest. We'll put that up, and we'll go give them a fight once we're ready, but in the meantime they don't do any harm. And, happily, the nobles aren't grumpy with us, which is what I was more worried about than anything with that event. But we more than quadruple their numbers, so we'll just wait until we're at full maintenance, and then we'll just jump them. Give them a quick kicking. So because we're next to forts, it doesn't matter. They're in control, that's fine. They'll move that way or that way, and we'll beat them wildly. With a defensive bonus. No, that's grasslands, doesn't matter. That's steppes, doesn't matter. Come on, move boys. Time to move. Time to move. Good boys. Get yourself some nice river crossing malice. Very good. Oh, that's the way. Good timing, boys. You should avoid the siege tick. Oh no, you're almost perfectly on it. Damn it. Not siege tick, the attrition tick is the word I was looking for. No leaders required now. Thank you, gents. You did your job spectacularly. Ah. let's problem here. I've set that army up with too many cavalry, and there's no cavalry in that side. So we'll swap over, split them both in half, and they should be much better balanced now. 9 men and 3 cavalry instead of 6 and 6. We can turn our army maintenance down now. We do still have some recovering to do, some reinforcements to do, but that's fine. We need to save our money for our marketplaces. Alright, so we'll do one more claim on there, and then we'll likely go to war with these lot. We'll be at full manpower very, very soon. In fact, I'm slightly tempted to build some more men. Not that we need them, exactly. But it's kind of... yeah, we've got a spare 17 to build. If we built another army of 12, might not be a bad idea. So, because of the massive size of our army, the massive size of our manpower already, I mean, it's not massive, don't get me wrong, but it is very large. I think it's probably safe that we don't really bother with the mercs so much. We might do them later on when we start getting really big, but in the meantime we don't need them. It's better if we use our naturally occurring manpower than paying for more expensive manpower. I think that makes sense. I think so. Of course that was more. I mean, that did less. It's only got 4 development as opposed to all the rest, which had 5 or 6. Where was the other one? There. 5. Yeah. Plonker. This one up here will be a nice catch when we finally get it. Ooh. That's why that hasn't been going as quickly. My god. Let's get our Diplo tech up, shall we? Trade efficiency would be nice, but... would be nice to get one of these cheap. Who does the cheap ones? Yeah. Nope. That is not an option. Well, it would be nice to rush an idea group, to be honest. If we could get defensive early. Well, hang on. I mean, do we even want defensive? I love it for that and that, but cheaper armies, cheaper forts is pretty damn good. Reinforced speed is, it's kind of cool. Well, I guess it's particularly cool once we go for quantity. And maneuver's nice, and morale's nice, and I mean, it's great. It's a great army group. It's a great military group. I mean, this has some... that's manpower modifier, that's huge. Autonomy change is huge. Diplo and leader are both nice. Mercs is crap. Leader siege is great, and boyar loyalty is great. Cavalry cost and ability is fantastic. It just molds so well with us. Or even this. There's no reason this needs to be paused while I'm sitting here pondering. I used to love Diplo, but it's just, well, that Province War score is so good, but then so is oh, that's actually what I was thinking about as well. Is this? I mean, I love that. Core creation cost going down is wonderful, but it's also kind of surplus to requirements with what we do, because all of this merc stuff is like, we don't care about mercs, we don't intend to use mercs. Well, I mean, if I get admin ideas, which gives us bonuses to mercs, and that gives us more mercs, those meld together well. But quantity ideas, oh, I guess it doesn't work as well with mercs. There's sort of, all of this stuff is aimed towards your core armies. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, I'm stumped. I'm stumped, folks. We've finished improving with those clowns. We could make friends with them if we wanted to. Very good to know. I don't really care. Ah, Great Horde separatists. What has Great Horde got to do with this place? What? How the hell does that work? It's Ryazan. It's got nothing to do with the Great Frickin' Horde. Wow. Uncool, game. Uncool. Well, that said, gives me a extra target on the Great Horde, who are my enemies, once it finally ticks over, which I expect it shall. So the Boyars are grumpy again, and they're over again. Oh, hang on. Did the Boyars, with the event where their guys popped up, did we luck out on two different chances? I thought it was a 50-50. It's a 50% chance there was rebels, or if that didn't land, then they got grumpy. But maybe it did both. It doesn't tell you why their happiness level is what it is. It just is it, so we can't tell. But comment below if you happen to notice, because I've got a feeling it did both, and that changes that choice a lot. When it's not a coin flip, when it's a you could get both or you could get neither, it's a different situation. You know what I mean? Burgers lose some loyalty and we lose stability. That sounds crap. Conflicts and protests over taxes, corporations, trade and custom policies are becoming quite frequent and could result in a sharp drop in our industrial production if we don't handle this situation carefully. Oh, cack, we can't do that quite yet. Not till the 1st of December. Poopy poop pants. How can we get money quick? How much money do we need? That will give us 5. Oh, god damn it, I don't want to take a loan to pay off one stupid thing. And it'll only make these dickheads happy. Don't care about them. Well, screw it. We've got to do it. I'm not losing stability. So let's take this stuff off them. This is your punishment, burgers, for being burgers. Yep, burgers. Crap, chose the wrong one. Oh well. Oh, Poopy Pants, I forgot all about that one as well. Oh well. We can't give anything to those mugs because they're straight grumpy. Yep, we surely have. That can go down at 0.10 per turn. And we want our army slightly ready in case someone declares on us. Yeah, do we? No, not really. That's fine. I'm sure our vassals will protect us. So we've got a couple of other 13s there that we could do development on. Oh, we still haven't got Tech 1 yet. Oh, Tech 3? 4. Diplo Tech 4. Ouch. Yep, that'll happen, Odoyev. That's a strangely large amount of separatists, but that's kind of what happens when you hand stuff over to others. Cossack aggression. Why am I've got all the Cossacks, don't I? So they're coming over from where? Nope, I'm definitely not doing that one. It's the Odoyev. Their response is that they refuse to take responsibility for the raids into our country, claiming they're unable to control the Cossacks. I can kind of believe you on that front, to be honest, but it doesn't help my... What does border friction do? War goal is to take a border province. I mean, to be honest, I want that one. I don't want that one. They can have that, and I can take that over. That'll likely turn them Muslim and likely make them become those guys' pals, but that's not a bad idea. Once this moves out the way, we'll wander in and take over that siege, and that'll be us. Can we fit there safely? Yep. Plenty-o peeps. We'll keep an eye on the siege. When it gets up to about 10 o'clock, we'll start doing our thing. I'm confused by those coming up. I'm guessing it's autonomy changes. Where's Vladimir? Oh, heck. Huh? That was the one I said, wasn't it? Yes. That one, and then you guys go to sleep. And we need 2 more, actually only 1 more. And that will be all we need to achieve our thingamy. 75% force limit. Isn't that it? Oh, they might have changed how this works. It used to tick over as soon as you were... It used to tick over as soon as the thing was building. Maybe it now needs to be built before it is before it's complete, but that's fine. We want a better mission to appear for us anyway. Okay, there goes the general modifier. That was the thing that was causing us all of the trouble. We've now got the 3 claims on the Novgorod area that we want. I guess that's probably a good thing to put a claim on, given that it's quite high. High dev. 3 and 4 we don't care about. That we definitely do. Yeah, we'll leave that guy there, there's no harm. That siege is at 1 o'clock still, so it'll be a while yet. Let's build a snowman. We can make him our best friend. So those 2. I'm going to save this money for marketplaces, which should arrive soon. Cool. Oh, we have a loan that we need to repay. Heck, I forgot all about that. And we can repay it by doing we can't. I took stuff off them. Dickhead. That was my entire plan. Oh well, that's fine. We'll repack the normal, slow, awful way. Actually, we can do it the... Give us all of our money back for that thing we sold you. Odoyev. No. They sold it to us. We got the money off them. Other way around, it was, yes, those guys. Novgorod is spying on us. Yep. Not surprising, I suppose. Hey, our heir is an architectural visionary who makes everything cheaper, meaning that I'm not going to do any more building, while the dad's in charge because the son will make it cheaper. That works in really well because we've got a loan to repay anyway, which costs us 4%. Oh, what's happening here? Nope. Not... Wow. Let's have a look. Why is that? Even with a -1 bonus, I mean malice, that 0210 is beating a 0141. Oh, bad luck, buddy. That's just a bad luck one, that one. He does have better infantry combat. Damn. Is that siege still going? It's at 7 o'clock. I think it might be time for us to jump in there and take that over. Actually, we wanted that to split up, didn't we? Do we have a claim on either of those? No, we should be putting a claim on there. Crap. I wonder how long it would take. Quite a while, I guess. Because there's quite good development there, if I recall. Being the capital, yeah, crap. I don't want to be paying 90. Don't want to be paying 90 for that when I could be paying 81. I know it sounds silly, but each time you don't do it, it adds up. If you know what I mean. No, I'm not doing this. I'm just going to go on them. I'll let that fight happen and I'll take Odoyev and that will be us. They'll likely go next month once their morale's up. Oh, I thought they would have gone then. Damn it. Now that's got people in it. Damn it, I really wanted to beat that siege. But they got a early siege tech, just because that's what always happens with the bots. Even though the devs swear black and blue that there's no fiddling about with the numbers where sieges are concerned, I can't believe it. It doesn't quite, you know, I mean, yeah, I'm certain you're not telling us lies, devs, but you know, but maybe but there could be just a little bit of maybe just sometimes in some situations, maybe just a little bit, you know, one of those type ones. Cool. So they're going to go have a fight down there. That works for us. I don't want to take Yelets. No, not even. Oh God. Actually, I don't want to use the good guy. I'll use the crap guy because I don't care if he dies. What is this? A shared interest. It's no secret that both the Grandniers Vasily II Temny and the Queen Maria have a way with words, and thus with people. They can both make a stranger feel perfectly at ease in their presence, and somehow always manage to be the one making the closing argument in a discussion. Although perhaps not entirely equal in charm, and using different personal strengths, they have grown to enjoy attending social events together, often seen smiling smugly at one another from a distance. What is for certain is that the Grand Principality is better off since their union. So, we either get plus 100 Diplo, or Vasily might get better at Diplo. Let's keep an eye on both things. 80% for Diplo, 20 for his... I think he's a plus 1 at the moment, isn't he? He's 1 for Diplo. Does he get both or only 1? He got that, so that's cool. We like it. That means we can do our first Diplotech. Perfect. Let's move this guy in here. He can take that fight while those guys are all beaten up. And we'll just leave one chappie there to do that. Chippy. I've used that word a lot ever since I saw that. Excellent movie, Chappie. Create a proper fleet. Great. What's our new thing? Claim the steps. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing, you stupid game. Is it? Not quite. Rival of a rival. Let's do that though. That's a nice easy one. I want the Conquer Novgorod one that I got last time. It just gave me cores on everything. Claims on not what's the word that I mean? Claims. Gave me claims on everything. So coring everything costs 10% less. But it won't give it to me this time. And it's a frustration. Let's only leave a couple of men there. Make the lads do our sieging for us. Should be plenty of time for them to get to that siege before the end of the month. There you go. Good work, lads. I appreciate everything you do. Oh, state appointed lay members. We get 50 admin. Oh, that's a tricky one. I would like 50 admin. Oh, that's too hard to choose. The Patriarch Authority is so... yeah, no. Slow to build. It's like, maybe I just don't bother with it. Maybe I just get an extra 50 admin points. And then we get this, like, super early. And then, like, we've got an idea group on the burn already. And it's not even... what do I do? Bad luck, Patriarch Authority. You found my weak spot. Yes, it's monarch points. And offer them to me regularly. See how often your stupid Patriarch Authority goes. Do you know what I should have done, actually? Because we had 10, I should have tried to scam it. Because I bet you it doesn't go below 0. I could have done one of those. And then gone to -5. But there was no -5. I should have tried that. That's what I should have done. Lucca became a free city. Wow, that's kind of cool. They're in Lucky Lucca. They are in Italy. And it's not often that I've seen these places. Well, actually, usually there's a couple. Mantua aren't, no, they're a duchy. But those guys are. And so are Florence. And so are Ferrara. They're all... oh no, they're a duchy as well. Okay. I just remember during the... they were a great spot for it during that Austria run that we did. But what's happened here? Oh, that guy died. Oh, hang on. With who? Yaroslavl. Okay. That's cool. I'm sure they'll approach me about marrying us again. Ain't no problem. I want to check a thing. We might not be able to full annex these clans anyway. We can. Okay, we'll take that one. And their stuff. And their trade power and that. Oh, they won't accept it. But that's fine. Why is your Let's going to Great Horde? It was never theirs. Well, maybe it was. Maybe, was it actually a Great Horde core? Okay. Maybe Ryazan, before the game started, took the core off these mugs. Alright, well, we've at least got a reason to let this siege finish out. No. Well, do you know what we could do? They got feudalism. Oh, feudalism, yes, feudalism is different to Renaissance. We could vassalize these mugs and then feed them all of this crap. And that's not a bad idea. We could vassalize them, feed them all of this crap, force them to change religion, and they can change it all for us. That's the one problem. If they control only that, they'll be forced to... they'll likely switch religions. But it does mean that we take another over the Diplo penalty. Well, that said, we can do a couple of these guys now. I mean, I think this is a good idea. It's it's not great short term, but we've got enough that we should be able to cover the shortfall while we're vassalizing two of these mugs. And afterwards we'll have two marches and two normal vassals. And we'll feed these guys all of this stuff. I think it's a good idea. What would be really good is if these guys attacked into these. That would be amazing. Because they've got that core. I'm almost tempted to leave this war going longer after we finish this siege to make it happen. Almost tempted. Because if we got to do a reverse war on them, it would be super cool. Oh, they've got a truce with them until then. Poops. Poops and poopants. Bummer. What a shame. But regardless, this plan works. Ish. Oh, god damn it, the good guy died. Old crappy pants are still running things. Poland would join in. Thank you for your brave offer, Poland, but we've probably got this one under control. I mean, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think we've probably got it. Okie dokes. What is the go here? Matey potatoes? No, we don't need to transfer in your trade power. We want that, and we want that, and we want that, and give up your claims. And that's all we can get, so that will do. Novgorod and Otoyev, that's fine. No worries, boys, you do what you need to. Surprising Odoyev are a bit grumpy with us. But we'll make them a march. Actually, we need to improve with Hugh. Who will take the longest to annex? We've got to work out the math on this one. It's never the most exciting part of the game, but if you want to sync them, you have to maths it up. 6, 17, and 25. Oh, they're 24. So they're actually incredibly close. And they're just 12. Okay, well, we'll start. Hang on, who's got the lowest? We want to get them both up to 190 at about the same time, so we'll improve with those mugs for in the meantime. And then once we're finished cheering up Britain, we'll improve with these guys, and then we'll start vassalizing them, and then the next month, I would imagine. Yeah, those clans are always going to be grumpy with me, so just whatevs really. Are they keeping their religion is my big question. They are for the moment. Oh, we can repay our loan. Very good. Cool, we're making 0.78 with full maintenance on. Ravages of War. This is a crap thing to have gotten for such a small war. And even many years after peace, yada yada blah blah. And area demagogues can whip up separatism and discord. We'll get a -2 local autonomy reduction for 15 years, as well as an immediate reduction. %10 chance we'll lose kind-hearted. I mean, that sounds pretty cool. Because these places are great, but they have high autonomy. Because we had to push them right up to keep them happy. We could lose with 90% chance of losing 10 prestige, 10% chance of losing kind-hearted. I don't really mind about that. And 50 mil points is worth it to make these places amazing. What happened? Did we lose our kind-hearted? I didn't watch our prestige, I should have. No, kind-hearted is still there. And these places are now down at 30 autonomy. So we're actually making about, I think that was an extra half a ducat a month from reducing this autonomy. I like it, and their unrest is low as well. Good stuff. Fucking love it. Excuse me language. I said it in a funny accent, so it's not actually a swear word, I've learned. Just trying to avoid the attrition. Oh, good. Denmark is spying on us, very good. You go for gold, boys. You do what you need to. Kind of considering another chappie now. God, we're only going up by 3 a month. That's so bad. Why did that go down? Oh, because of our war agreement. Yes, fair enough. National tax guy. Hey, yeah, you're exactly the kind of guy that I want. Perfect. So we're still making plenty of money. We're still at full maintenance, which we don't really need to be. We'll go down to there. And yeah, we're looking good. We really need a mission that lets us go on these lot. What was our current mission? I've forgotten. Rival of our rival, that's right. We'll let that nice, easy, passive one happen. And then we'll look to start kicking some ass, taking some names. Can we send... Okay, that's an actual place that we can go colonize over there. None of this is up here, I don't imagine. Nope. Just thinking about going for expansion really early, and that means that we'll need to change our focus really soon, because 3 is not good enough. Oh, hang on, no, expansion's admin. Yeah, cool, okay, so we leave it. That's probably a good idea. Because we've got 150 years, 144 years, 143 years as of the end of the month to... who's this? Lithuania have now demanded... do we want to beat up the Cossacks? Or do we not? Nah, we don't really care what Lithuania think about us. It's their bosses that we care about. So our Cossacks are tougher and happier, which I like. I'm quite sorely tempted to get that guy, because we can afford him. He'll cost 2 per month, but he'll give us 1 extra military point per month. That's kind of super worth it in my head. They gain 15 influence and lose 15 loyalty. But if you're at 64, lose 15, you're just down to 49. Ain't no thing. Although maybe I should take advantage of the cheap cavalry at the moment. Before I do that. What ratio can we have at the moment? Your army excluding artillery, so your combination between cavalry and infantry, cannot be comprised of more than 57% cavalry, or you will suffer insufficient support penalty. So I can get quite a few cavalry right now. We have 18 and 6, we could have 18 and 18, is effectively what I'm told. They cost 21. Do they cost the same everywhere? Are they not cheaper where the Cossacks are? Oh no, okay, yeah, of course. It's not a huge savings, is it? 15% cheaper, it's sort of like... I mean, it's cool. Just not as much as I'd like. That's all I'm saying. Curses. I thought we'd have enough to get him this turn. Yeah, go for it, Novgorod. And fair play to you, mate. Come on, England. Hurry up and love us. You must love us as we love you. So Odoyev is just keeping on being grumpy. Hurry up, England, you bastards. I've got annexing to do. Wonder what our combat width is at the moment. I should take that into consideration when thinking about all of these fights. Combat width 20. Cool. So I could cut one of these in half, join it up with the other one. They'd be at maximum width with one dude in the background supporting them, and then I can bring in the other guys as a morale boost if I want to operate at maximum efficiency. 95, 97, 99, 101. 2 months. Hey, okay, it's now part of our stuff. Like it. And, oh yeah. We should probably think about coring this one instead of one of the other crap ones. Which is the crappiest state? Yaroslavl. That's right, and they've got those pricks sitting there being pricks. I want to have a war with these so I can make them run across that and they can fight my cursed nobles for me. I mean, I think we should probably just deal with it. Oh, yeah. We've avoided it for a long time. I think it's probably time to just deal with them. Swap that over. Have them have a little sulk. Wait until the morale is looking a bit better. Arrival of our rival is complete. Excellent. Convert Kasimov to Orthodox. That will be very tricky. Incorporate Beluzero. Conquer Novgorod. This is the one that we want. This is the one that gives us claims on everything. But we'll do this one first because we need to. And we'll... Are we not married there? Are we still? They're miles behind, aren't they? We can't do that, we can't do that, we can do that. But let's make sure these guys are happy first. Oh, you twatski. Okay, I had entirely the wrong one on the boil. Crap. Okay. That's alright, it's under control. That's right, because they're almost the same development anyway, weren't they? So it was sort of a do it or it will happen anyway kind of a situation, if I recall. So what I'm looking to do here is to avoid attrition. I think I've done it the worst way possible just thinking about it, but that's okay. We've got our general running things here. Oh god. Shivers. It's far better than I'd like, than I would prefer to have. There we go, that's fine. Now, one of you is more there. You stay there. Make it out, little dude. You did. Good work. He still took a tick, but that's okay. To be expected. Now, we can do the shuffling that we wanted to do. That was the entire point of this operation. Let's take that off them now, and it's kind of dumb because we're just about to annex it, but hey. Okay, it's 28. That's a massive improvement. We need to do all of the coring. How much will it cost? Yes, 100. That's okay. Well, to be honest, 100 isn't that big of a deal now, is it? It's 10 months with our super cool new guy. We can drop this down because we don't need that so high. Let's try and I like making about 2 a month. It's a good amount, I feel. Let's have a look at our autonomy. E. So let's give this to fits 333. It can really be anyone. And I think the people who need it the most are probably them. That will get them up to 37.94. And then, oh, I can give this to the Cossacks. Maybe I'll give both of these to Boyars, 37.94, and then, yeah, they'll be 42 something. We'll do that just to keep them happy. And that doesn't need anything, it's at 0. Alright, I think that worked. We've got happy estate now. They're at 71, they're under control. And that's nice, given that we took stuff off them, that we got troops off them not too long ago. These I'd like to take some money off. Is there anything that we can give to them that will get them up to somewhere useful for us? We could give them that. That puts them up to 49.84. If we wait for another month or 2 months. But hey, screw it. Same deal. Either way. Alright. Clergy. What do they need to be? They only need to be 10. We can take something from the clergy. Such as... what's their best thing? It's a shame you can't see underlying... what do you call it from this window? Underlying... you know, things. Underlying... what is the word that I'm looking for? Autonomy. Yeah, the autonomy that's happening underneath these thingies. So they're done at 8, and they can have that one. And that puts them up to 11. That's quite good. I was going to give them this as well. But maybe I won't. And if I give them that, that puts them up to 41. What are they now? I'll give them that. No harm. We'll look to take that off them in a couple of years once they get up to sort of 48. Cool. Much more nicely organised estates, I think. I'd like to take... oh no, those have still got autonomy. Oh, that one does. Those ones don't. I can take that one. Thank you. Oh, and Cossacks, was I going to take something from them? Was there a reason to take something from them? No, I want to give them more stuff so I can raise a Cossack host. Would be my ideal situation. Oh, they lose 15 and gain 15 from that guy. Was that what I was thinking, perhaps? So we get 2... Huh? Oh, you twat! I read that wrong. Oh, no. The Boyars lose 15, not the frickin' Cossacks. Oh, crappy poop pants. Shitty poos. Cock. God damn it. Well, let's use him, because it would be a waste not to. So we get +2 for only 2 ducats, rather than that guy for +4 ducats. Alright, I like it. So I think we're still in positives, yep. We're not quite at the 2 per month that we want, but now we are. And we can actually build something. Those give us 13s. That gives us more trade in Moscow, which is a good thing. I am slightly tempted to save it for there, but let's do it now, because we're not going to war with them yet. We have a spare diplomat. Why do we have a spare diplomat? Okay, I just forgot about him, it would appear. Alright, so we get these two guys up to 190, we annex them both so they both end at the same time, and then we're back underneath our diplo relations limit, and we're back under control. Here's a relative after all, because I don't care about spying. They can spy on me as much as they like. I'm not losing prestige. Our man in Novgorod is collecting 4 ducats a month. That's really good. Well, no, that's not true. That's sort of normal, but you just never notice it. Oh, I like this. They've got both noble rebels and peasant rebels. They're going to be nice and soft and squishy once they fight those. Now, they better not come over my bastard borders, that's all I'm saying. Oh, these guys are at 10. Why is that? Just separatism, I guess. Oh, and controlled by nobility. Okay, I best bump that up, damn it. Oh well. That's so frustrating that I misread that Cossacks thing. What a shame. Poor old boyars. Booyaka, booyaka. What's this? No, it's not the one that I want. Hang on, what? See, this is why you should have an army bigger than 2, mate. If your frickin' if your frickin' nobles can pop out at 10, you should probably have some more damn troops, dude. Good news is, we've just got a perfect thing. Eastern militia that have better shock, and we have better supply limits, and we have better combat width, and we have more shock and for both infantry and cavalry. I like it a lot. So we'll upgrade our infantry, seeing as they're at super low morale anyway. This is the perfect time to do it. And then once they're ready, once they're back up to full health, we'll go over and give these noble rebels a kicking. So they're up to 85. They're super close to being able to go. Once we get them to about 90, 190, maybe 193, we'll oh damn it, they lost their super cool guy as well. At least their guy does sieging still. Unlike their guy who has one shock pip and nothing else. And their guy who's quite good. 2-2-2-1, that's fine. At this stage of the game. 2-2-2-1, 2-2-1-0. Not as fine. And he's a 0-1-2. Come on, boys. Get your game face on. We've got rebels to go fight. National Epic. That sounds cool. Our subjects have taken to telling tales and telling tales and legends about Vasily the First Rurukovich. The legend says that in Muscovy's darkest hour he will return to our nation and deliver it from evil. Regardless of the truth in that statement, we could use this in our propaganda. We lose 10 admin and we lose 22 ducats. See, the only thing I'm concerned about is that 22 ducats when we're losing 0.8 per turn is quite a lot. I don't want to take a loan for 20 prestige. Well, it's not really 20, I guess it's 25, because the other option is losing it, but what can we do to up our income? We already hit them up for cash, didn't we? And it's really only these guys, but we can't make them happy without putting them over the... what's the name? Putting them over 80 again. And we've got another 11 years before the debt disappears. God, it was not worth that new leader who's more expensive, and we can't afford him right now. Shite. How's he only 2 now? What? I'm certain it was 3 not long ago. Oh yes, because we were over 50, that's why. Poopy poop poop pants. Oh well, who? I don't want this guy running away is the problem. He's great. We just can't afford him right now. But he's superb. Oh, shivers, that cost us money too. Oh well, at least it's sustainable. Okay, you bunch of mugs. Let's go do some fighting. Oh, are you serious? Why always with the freaking stomping on each other's toes? No, that's not true. Actually, you're going to go to there, then there, then there, then there, and then there. Because that should prevent you from standing on your mate's toes. So we're going to lose 22 ducats for that thing. Nah, screw it. I mean, that's ridiculous, me not taking that, because I love that event ordinarily. I'm pretty sure that was a dumb choice. I should have just taken the loan. I mean, money's only money. Prestigious. Cool. Oh well. Oh, top work, you numbnuts. Bunch of losers. Stay there, cock pants. Cock pants? Wow, that's a good one. I sure showed him. Sure told him what's for, what's up. Cock pants. I love it. See, look, now we're making money again. I mean, that was really dumb, that choice. Oh well. Diplomat from there has been spying. Really? Our own vassal's been spying on us. Very good. He's at 199. We're going to... Oh, are we? No, I'm not going to spend money just to do this slightly quicker by a couple of months. We just need to be patient. Oh, here we go. Hey! Now, where's our first thingamy? We might leave most of these. Because, well, actually, I guess those first 3 would be nice. And then ignore everything else. Well, I don't know. We'll do expansion. Now, we should be able to... Oh no, we need to get 400. And then we can do our first thingy. Our first idea. Because the first one makes sense. We need to start colonizing straight away. The second one makes sense because that gives us more money. The third one makes sense because that will increase our settler output. And then after that we can probably just look for techs instead. Kazan have declared war on the Great Horde. Good. Fight for my amusement. Kazan allied with who? Crimea, Nagai, and the Tim Tims. Kazan, Nagai, Crimea, Theodora, and Caucasia. That's a freaking team, dude. You're fighting quite the team. What about you? You're fighting Great Horde and Uzbek. Well, Kazan should get a kicking, but not before Great Horde get a kicking from all of these. It's quite interesting. Wow, Emirati are expanding out. Eating AQ. Crazy. Haha. QQ must have guaranteed AQ too late. And so Emirati is going to be able to... Emirati. So can't be another way to say it, can there? Emirati? Emirati. It's a weird word. It doesn't sound like a word that suits this area. It sounds like an African word. Perhaps. Where are we? We're close to being at 190 with those clowns. Our treasurer died. Oh dear. Ooh. Is that a good idea? Get ourselves a missionary man. It cost us 17 ducats and 1 per month. Swear words. Still can't do it. Oh well, I guess in like 300 years after we get enough events, we'll get our patriarchy up high enough to be able to convert a frickin' place. Crazy talk, dude. Crazy talk. This is a good point actually. We can transfer our claims on these over to our mates Odoyev. Hey Odoyev, have a claim. Yep. And have a claim. Yep. Let's just check they are still. Yep, they haven't changed. But neither has the religion. They must be in the same situation as us, that you just can't get enough, what do you call it? Enough missionary power. Oh, that's ready now. You can come home, as can you. Let's vassalize both these mugs at once. You are going to take until December 61. You are going to take until... you're longer. What? That's weird, bro. Are you sure? How can less development and smaller take less time? I mean, take longer. 144. Where does 144 come from? 9 and 15. Same culture, same religion, Diplo rep. Same culture, same religion. But they're only 120. How can they be 120? They've got more development. So weird. $19, $26. Or 23. Fair to say I do not get it. Okay, so what's that? That's April. December, January, February, March, April. 4 months. We can do 4 months worth of cheering up. Sulky Odoyev. And then we can start vassalizing, annexing. I think I might actually finish this one here, guys. You know what the plan is. We're just going to vassalize these, and then we're going to take the new mission to go at these at Novgorod, and we're going to eat as much of them as we can. And in the meantime, we may go down here and feed these guys some stuff. But that will be in the next video. We will see you in the next video. Video sounds weird. In the next clip, we will see you then. Thanks for watching.